Welcome to Daddy Bits, your trade ideas show hosted by yours truly, the Trading Daddies. I am your host, the Ugly One, and as always, my amazing co-host.
What's going on? Today was a good day. Teflon
Today
John.
is a good day. Tefleezy Fosheezy is in the heezy. Yo, are we back?
We never left. What are you talking about?
We never left.
We never left. We never blew our account.
Can you show the people your lighting setup, because we were talking about this earlier before we went on?
Oh, this. So yeah, I was setting up and see. I got they have a word for it, a term for it, like a 3-light prong or something. I don't know.
John was saying, "Let me set up the porno studio."
That's like, hold on, let me set up the porno studio. Bring in the fluffer.
Bring in the fluffer. Bro, the fluffer is an underrated job. Don't sleep on the fluffer.
It's a very hard job. If you guys don't know what a fluffer is,
Google dude. The fluffer is the hero of the set.
Yeah.
That is the most important job of all. If you don't have a fluffer on your set, you have a failed shoot.
Yeah, because
it's not that I know it. I mean, how would I know? I'm not in the industry. But you know what I do know is people are saying that AMC is going to hit $100,000 a share.
Jesus Christ, we spoke about that Saturday.
We're going to talk about it again today after we get to the announcements. Make sure that you guys hit up the YouTube, right? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the nice post notification bell. Give us a nice preemptive thumbs up. If you guys want us to cover a stock, please make sure that you guys drop in the comment section down below. And with that being said, brand new song on the intro. And we're back. John. What a day.
What are we covering today?
We're covering some good stocks today.
We're going to cover some runners.
We're going to cover some runners. And the first stock that we're going to cover is a review of something that we talked about before. But the first things first is get to market conditions. Here comes the cues, John.
Fail
whale. I don't know about fail whale. That's actually a fairly promising doji to me.
I don't know, man. Tomorrow and Wednesday will tell.
Yeah, definitely tomorrow and Wednesday will definitely tell, because we saw some intraday action that we didn't expect to see.
Yeah. If you look at the QQQ, that's what we're looking at right now is NASDAQ.
Mm-hmm.
So the doji that happened today, it had a clear rejection. I mean, Jesus Christ, we don't make this up. You know, these lines, you got to respect them, because that was resistance right there. You got clearly rejected on the 9 around 326.
Right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But it would kind of tell you though at what time of the day got rejected, and I think it hit that rejection right at the top actually.
First 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, right at the top. It did get rejected right out the gates before ultimately falling down and then recovering to where it ended up being. And that this is the 15-minute chart, by the way, for those who are following on the YouTube.
Yeah, so if you're looking at this candle right here, time will tell. You know, within the next couple of days, it will make up its mind.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the SPY NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ futures are fairly positive. What is this?
Yeah, but if you look at it, there's resistance at 13,363. So yeah. I mean, I'm hopeful because Tesla's taking a beating.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely hopeful too. But I think moving forward, there's some hope here. If this breaks, again, we're still in this wedge. So
yeah, if that breaks, yeah, we might have a good day tomorrow for tech.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY looks more promising. Yeah, SPY is just strong.
You know, strong is the Dow.
The Dow is forever strong. I don't understand are the boomers doing some calisthenics? Are the boomers doing what are the boomers doing?
Was it Qigong or something? Qigong?
Qigong?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Alex Karp does it.
Yeah.
But he's not a boomer though. He just has really wild hair. Imagine the confidence of a man that wears his hair like that on the daily.
And on top of that, he's a bachelor.
He just wears his hair like that. Can you imagine that? He just
come on, man.
Savage.
If you're a billionaire, you got hair like that, it don't matter. You're still busting nuts no matter what.
Yeah, talking about busting nuts. Billy B busting nuts.
Billy B back in the tabloids.
Billy B is just making a run for it.
Bro, apparently he's been having orgies like for the last 5 years.
What was it? What somebody said? Somebody said on the Instagram, like
you was getting sued.
somebody said like, now I know why he called it a Microsoft. Because you know why? He gets a macro hard.
No, man.
Oh,
that's a role model.
So he is. So it goes to show you, it doesn't matter how nerdy you get, as long as you got that cash, you be busting nuts. Billy B busted nuts. Let's take a quick look at the SPY futures.
All right, last thing. Do you think he takes off his glasses when he's having orgy?
You think it fogs up when he's...
All right, what are we looking at today?
Hold on. Let me do a reenactment. Do you think he does one of these things?
I'm all sweaty.
Do you think he does one of these things where he's like it fogs up, like he's like looking like this. He fogs up and he goes, "Excuse me, girl."
Excuse me, girl. I don't think he's that proper, man. If you're a billionaire and you haven't busting all kinds of nuts, you don't need to be proper.
Billy B be busting the butts.
You own all of them. You don't need to put proper.
Oh man, the SPY looks pretty good for the futures as well. I'm very optimistic about the SPY.
Futures are strong.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks good for tomorrow.
Yeah. The stock that John wants to cover is actually a stock that he entered today. We're just gonna do a quick review of Microvision. John actually called this out a few days ago, and it has an amazing pop.
Yeah. So what we're looking at over here, I think we mentioned this Thursday. I think Thursday or Friday.
2 days ago.
Yeah, it was.
And it broke out that wedge. It broke out that Thursday. Wedge that we brought.
Yeah. So what we're looking at today, this is the daily chart. I like to use the daily chart because to me, I do a lot of swings. Okay. I need a slower time frame. Okay. I can't watch the 1 minute, 5 minute, or 15-minute anymore. Like today, I got 6 kids and I had like 6 kids in the background, man, or backyard. So
let me ask you this though: when these children show up in your backyard, are there invites involved?
No invites. They just actually the garage was open and then they just invited themselves. They just went inside.
So okay, let me ask you that question though. Your neighborhood is super safe that you just leave the garage open.
Oh yeah. Sometimes we forget to close it.
Sometimes you forget to close it.
Yeah, there was this one time we found a bike in our garage and we're like, this is not our bike. Like whose bike is this?
It was just a rando bike inside your garage.
And we found out that it was a neighbor's. It was the neighbor's kids, and we're like, all right, well, they returned the following day, so we're like, all right, well, how'd you get in? Well, you guys left it open. What were you doing?
What an answer to that question, by the way.
Well, you guys left it open.
I would have been like, I would have been like seeing some random non-brown child inside my house. I'm like, are we getting audited?
Oh man, well, more stories, but you guys need to check out the weekend episodes. That's our 1 hour long, and
so much fun.
We talk about life, we talk about trading, we talk about being a dad or being a parent. First of all, we talk about a lot of things, and you make sure you guys check out our weekend episodes. All right, so Microvision, we spoke about this I think back in Thursday. It might have been Wednesday or Thursday, it doesn't matter. But we did mention that, hey, once it breaks above the 50, well, first of all, it broke the 9, the 20, and the 50 today. So, which is awesome because, that's what we needed. It had a strong push. Okay, now we're going to ride this. We're going to ride this. current support right now, there's plenty of support at 1473, 1443, 1436. Okay. We're well past that. So what we just need is a couple of green days. That's it. Stay tuned.
I think you know what I'm seeing here. This gap.
Yeah.
The 1680, 1743.
Ride it all the way to 18.
Oh,
you heard it here first. All right, ride it all the way to 18.
Right, all the way to 18. So if you're trying to get into Microvision, it's not like we didn't call it out on Thursday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
20% right there. So
right. So if you are following this trade, make sure that you guys remember that this is not financial advice. These are stocks that John and I talk about, and these are stocks that we're potentially looking at for entries and exits. And if you guys want to follow our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. And if you guys lose on some trades, don't blame us. But if you also win some trades, spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word. Just subscribe. Real quick, I did hop in on. I started a small position on Microvision. I had the June expiration. I think I had like a $14 strike for this one. I'm not sure, but I forgot, man. I had it was a long day today. But really what we're looking for here is to close the gap. If you guys look at the April 29th candle, there's a gap from 17 all the way to like 1576. Okay.
Right here, this gap right here.
Yeah, so I mean, tomorrow what I need to see is if this bounces off of like 1475, that's the bottom for now. If it bounces from there, then I'm going to add, because obviously there's support down there, there's strength.
Definitely.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I got the July 16 $15 call. I got two contracts so far. Yeah, two contracts.
You're now in the money.
Yeah. I'm up 15%. On it already.
You're now in the money. All right. Make sure that you guys, if you guys are following this trade, give your position some ample time if you're trading the options, so that in the event that it doesn't pan out or trade sideways for a while. We're not saying that this is going to happen tomorrow, right? These moves may happen tomorrow, may happen the next day. It may even take a week or two before they pan out. So make sure you guys give yourself some time in order for these plays to mature. The next stock that we want to cover is a favorite of ours, which is Palantir.
Yeah.
Now PLTR, I've been wanting to cover Palantir for quite some time now. We just haven't had some time because there's so many other plays out there, and we feel that Palantir has been beat down in terms of the way we talk about it.
Yeah.
we do cover it every week, but we drew this trend line a few weeks ago from the highs of 45 to where it was, and this wedge is starting to close down. This is a falling wedge, by the way. We kind of thought that this was it at the earnings, when they had pretty solid earnings, right? I wanted to cover it during the earnings, but we ended up doing some other stocks. It kind of broke underneath. It went all the way down to 16 at one point, and it kind of bounced back. This is right here is a flag. That right there is a flag, and it broke out of that flag, that short-term flag. And now we're seeing this new flagpole, and actually it's kind of breaking above the wedge that I drew. So
yeah, it is.
Worst case scenario, we're gonna see a little bit more of a downtrend if it does happen till around, I say 1764 at the worst. But if this just moves up, we might be testing the next resistance, which is 2105. The MACD is primed and ready to go. There's still some room on the RSI, and I think there's some more gains to be had on Palantir. And I mean, we're just super bullish on the stock. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But the last stock that we want to cover, John, could this be a reality that AMC might hit 100,000?
If it does, man, bye guys.
You're gonna find my replacement.
We only lasted 2 seasons.
We lasted 2 seasons. That's it. We're not doing this episode anymore. You're on your own.
Be like Dave Chappelle. Go to Africa. We're gonna do a startup against Jamia.
We're gonna do a startup on Jamia. So AMC, we've been covering AMC for a few weeks now, and I drew this trend line. This is a pennant, fairly bullish pennant in my opinion. The U-shaped recovery happened. It popped above the pennant, above that trend line that we spoke about, and it's just running, right? Today it ended up around 1388, and the reason why is it's obviously a Wall Street bets stock. It's definitely a favorite currently. There's a lot of there's high short interest, which actually went down 10%. But one thing to note, and the reason this is a fairly how do you say this? This was a fairly late ad for us too. I didn't expect to cover AMC, but everybody else is covering AMC, so we might as well do it.
Yeah.
This is the reason why we're covering it, right? If we go intraday, this right here. So it traded sideways all day. All day it traded sideways, right? But this pop right here, after hours, and it got as high as $15.80. So tomorrow this is going to gap up, right? We're looking at 1548. Let's go take a look back at the intraday. I mean the daily chart, and let's zoom in real quick. So 1548 is it will open around here.
Yeah.
It's going to open around here. Now notice that there's going to be apes strong together, John.
I'm telling you right now, you're already up like 300-400% on your calls. Like this is gonna gap up and then gonna sell off. Telling you right now.
If I lose money, John, if I lose money, that is my own volition. Okay. It's strong together. Now this is gonna gap up for sure tomorrow. And again, every day, every time that you trade something, make sure you guys have an entry and an exit strategy. Exit strategies are most important because I mean, are you planning to hold this long term, or are you going to take some money off the table? Take some money off the table and let the runners run. You know what I mean?
Bro, you really think the moviegoers are back? They're not back, bro.
We're not talking about fundamentals on this stock. We're talking about meme status, John. There's no fundamentals behind the market right now. Fundamentals.
That's true.
Fundamentals. So that move, we're gonna probably see it pop over the 1548. There's definitely gonna be a gap fill that needs to touch 1437, and if that kind of bounces off, then we're off to the races once again. But the key level that we were really looking for the other day was 1450. 1450, and we kind of were breaking that after hours. So that's the reason why we're covering AMC on a technical standpoint. But that is pretty much it for the show. Any last words?
AMC 100,000.
AMC 100,000.
23 apples combined.
I'm telling you, it's not that like I'm gonna leave the podcast. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna hire somebody to take my place.
That's messed up, bro. You gonna leave me? You gonna leave me?
You're telling me that you were gonna leave if
I don't have AMC calls. Yeah, that's it. No, I'm done.
All right. If you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button below, hit the post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up. No, post-emptive now. And if you guys want us to cover a stock, make sure that you guys drop it down in the comment section below. Follow all social media. Follow me at Trading Trophy. Follow John at John C Trades, Trading Daddies for the both of us. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, your merch, 15% off your entire purchase if you use the code Robinhood Sucks. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy. Hit up Jay if you want to start to learn how to trade. If you want to be a better trader, just brush up on some knowledge or some tips and tricks. You know, I mean, there is a level of free game that can be had if you guys are just inquiring. And we're not going to say no. You know what I mean? But there's packages that suit each and every single budget. Please make sure that you guys do hit him up so that you guys can get some information, because his knowledge is definitely power. And why don't you just invest in yourself? I think that's the key right there, right? If you're not investing in yourself, you're not going to be growing. So with that being said, let's get trading. And remember, guys, that the charts do not lie.
Eat your veggies.
Eat your veggies.